So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start your own content agency in 2025, including how to find clients, how to pick your niche for your clients, and also the things that you shouldn't do when trying to start a marketing agency. And you know what? I'm going to tell you one straight away. Don't sign up to a bullshit online course that thousands of people are trying to sell you. I say it in every video, and I'm going to continue to say it in every video until you believe in yourself that you can start a marketing agency just like I did for free by just watching my videos or watching other creators that aren't trying to sell you shit. I just realized my cat he wants to be part of the video. So the first thing you want to figure out is if you're going to be a content creator on a camera or on an iPhone, because honestly you can start an agency literally on an iPhone nowadays. You don't have to have fancy big cameras like this one to make money with an agency. At the end of the day, what clients are looking for is somebody to come in, create content, post on their social media account, and do a couple of graphic design bits for a set monthly fee every single month, because the business owner either don't have time to do it themselves or don't have a clue of what they're doing. You could offer your clients social media management, paid advertisements, graphic design, content creation, editing, some sort of approach on how to build their social media platforms, because 9 times out of 10 the business owner won't know what they're doing at all. So that's the first thing. If you don't know how to use or can't afford a big fancy camera, yes, you can start one on your phone. We're in 2025, guys. These are so advanced now. Creating content, which most of it is nowadays, is done on a phone. So don't worry about the big fancy cameras. You honestly don't need it. The second thing is figure out what sort of businesses or local businesses, small or big, that you're going to target. Again, I've said this in many videos, but my ideal customer a few years ago was restaurants, and I've pretty much built my whole agency around servicing restaurants. That obviously comes included with content creation, paid advertisements, graphic design, running their reservation system, and building and managing their websites. But for you might not be really interested in shooting food and cocktails because it can become a bit repetitive. So you might want to go and work for real estate agents, or you might want to go and work for building companies, or you might want to go and target nail salons or barbershops or spa retreats or hotels. Like the list goes on and on and on the amount of people you can target. So just because I'm kind of successful in the restaurant niche doesn't mean you should go out and do restaurants, because you're probably going to end up taking some of my clients. No, honestly, there's so many restaurants out there. You can pick restaurants if you want, and if you want to be able to eat for free and get paid for doing it. But if I was you, I'd try and approach a niche that's going to pay you more money, that has a bigger budget, because most of my clients are on a smaller budget. They don't want to be spending £2,000, £3,000, £4,000 a month for somebody to come and take pictures of food. But picking a niche is probably the most important thing. Like I said, I've built my agency around a singular niche. I haven't left the door open to kind of target anybody else. Yes, I do have a few clients on my monthly retainer list that I do cater for outside of the restaurant niche, but if I was to start again, I would target niches like the dentistry niche, where they've got a bit more money. They charge a premium price, therefore you can go in and give them content for a premium price. Moving on to number 3, and this is a juicy one because this is probably the most amount of messages I get. It's how to find clients and how to contact clients, because we're living in a day and age now, especially me. My phone rings probably 6-7 times a day with cold callers. Yes, they're trying to reach the restaurants that I manage, because for some reason my phone number's on Google and their emails and stuff. It drives me crazy. But if you're looking to find clients and get in front of the owner, if you honestly think calling the restaurant or sending an email to a busy restaurant that gets probably over 100 emails a day flooded with reservation inquiries, then you're wrong. Your best approach on getting clients is just turning up at the location, offering something for free. For example, if I was you, I'd go to a restaurant, if that was who you wanted to target, and I'd offer them a free promotional videos or a free shoot day, couple of photos to show them why they want to work with you. You have to give them 1 or 2 hours of your time, because without that, you're probably never going to get anywhere. I was speaking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was saying, It's actually crazy the amount of time I've dedicated to giving content for free. Like, this is a fact, right? If I didn't give a certain period of time for free a couple of years ago, I would not be in the position I am in now. That certain individual, which I won't name, but a certain individual I'd done a free video for, wouldn't have introduced me to his business partner, who I also did a free video for, who then pretty much blew up my marketing agency. So I could have very easily back then said yes, £500, and he would have paid it, but then he would have probably never used me again because he's that type of guy. But instead, I done it for free and said, bro, thank you so much for letting me film, and it's completely changed my life. Honestly, changed my life. So if you're just going to be chasing the money at the start, a marketing agency probably isn't for you, I'll be honest. You have to give your time away to get places in this business. So if I was you and restaurants was your niche, just for example, we're using restaurants in this video, I would go into 10 or 15 individual restaurants, offer my work for free to show them why you're better than their current person they're using. And then you've got a bigger and better chance than getting into that place and signing them up as a monthly retainer client. There's obviously other approaches like finding them on Companies House, trying to find the owner's number, trying to arrange a meeting via a phone call. But if you're just going to call the restaurant and ask for the owner, it's never going to work. The easiest approach you can do if you do want to phone the restaurant is find the owner on Companies House or LinkedIn, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to be a director of the business, and then call up the restaurant or walk into the restaurant. Let's say Mustafa, for example, for the sake of this video, you walk into the restaurant and you say, hey, can I speak to Mustafa please? They're going to think you're some sort of friend or relative because you know them by name, and that will give you a better chance on speaking to the owner. You might not sign them up because they might be happy with the current people they have, but it gives you a better chance. You have to think outside of the box. And the final thing when it comes to a marketing agency, which this year I've actually struggled with, it's now I'm looking to scale my agency and I'm looking to grow it as big and as fast as possible. I've charged prices that are suitable for me. For example, some restaurants pay me £800, £900, £1,000 a month, but now I'm getting bigger and I'm growing the agency and I'm wanting to potentially move to another country, and I still want to keep my agency because that is my little baby. By the time I pay for a videographer and a photographer to do the work for me because I'm not going to be here, my profit margins are less than 20%. What is the point of keeping the client? What is the point of putting up with the client's changes and artwork and them calling you all the time for the sake of £100 a month? It's just not worth it. So you have to decide if you're going to do the work yourself or if you're going to subcontract it to third parties. For example, if you don't want to do any of the work yourself and you want to charge them £1,000 and then you pay 200 for a videographer and 200 for a photographer, you can do that. But just think long term. Like when I started this agency, I was just going day by day by day. I wasn't looking, where do I want this to be in 2 or 3 years time? And 2 or 3 years time is now, February 2025, and my life is changing and I'm wanting different things out of my life, but I still want my agency. But where I've charged enough money just for me as an individual, not as a business, I'm now struggling to grow and scale the agency. I just hit the mic, sorry if that hurt your ears. But those 4 things, if followed correctly, will honestly skyrocket your agency. If you have the brains to start a marketing agency and the brains to think out of the box and the brains not to buy a £10,000 course because someone you look up to says buy my course and you'll be able to grow an agency, then I'm sure you will succeed. But if you're going to not think outside of the box and you're going to try and follow someone else's footsteps by their copy and pasted course that they're trying to sell you through a YouTube channel, then you probably will succeed. At the end of the day, I was speaking to someone on Instagram this morning. He's making £2,500 a month. I said, bro, you just need to get 4 or 5 clients to say yes, and you can leave your 9-to-5 job and just work from home and completely change your life. Because changing your life, that definition isn't meaning you're now a millionaire. Like I used to look that way, but I don't look at changing my life like that now. Like, for example, I went to the car wash today with my mate at 1 o'clock and had some lunch because I wanted to. I could go and do that because I'm free. working a 9-to-5 job, you're not free. So changing your life or being rich, that definition to me is completely different to being a millionaire, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, slap a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next one.